Have you ever been in a relationship where love and trust collided, leaving you questioning everything? Where the weight of your past and the actions of someone you care about make you wonder if you'll ever feel safe again? If you've been there, you're not alone. This is my story, a story of love, betrayal, and the struggle to heal. Picture this, a man sitting alone in a dimly lit room, staring at his phone, replaying conversations in his head. A couple arguing in hushed tones, their faces tense with frustration. A woman crying, her hands covering her face, and a heart drawn on the foggy window slowly fading away. Have you ever felt like your past wounds made it impossible to trust again? If you have, I'd love to hear your story in the comments below. Your story matters, and maybe, just maybe, we can help each other heal. Hi, I'm Dave, and today I want to share something deeply personal with you. This isn't just a story about me, it's about the lessons we can all learn about trust, boundaries, and healing from the pain of our past. This story spans over a decade of my life. It starts with a betrayal that left me scarred and ends with a relationship that reopened old wounds I thought I had buried. It's a story of hope, heartbreak, and the difficult choices we sometimes have to make to protect ourselves. Let's dive in. 9 years ago, I experienced what I can only describe as one of the most painful moments of my life. I was 28 and I thought I had it all figured out. I was in a long-term relationship with someone I loved deeply. But then came what I now call my D-Day, the day I discovered she had been unfaithful. I remember the moment like it was yesterday. I was sitting at the kitchen table, scrolling through my phone, when I stumbled upon a message that wasn't meant for me. My heart sank. My hands started shaking. I confronted her, and what followed was a year of gaslighting, trickle truths, and emotional manipulation. She would tell me just enough to keep me from leaving, but never the full truth. Every time I thought I had the whole story, another piece would come out, and it felt like the ground beneath me was crumbling. By the time it was over, I was a shell of the person I used to be. That experience left me with deep scars. I promised myself I would never let anyone bring that kind of drama into my life again. I built walls around my heart, thinking they would protect me. But as you'll see, those walls weren't as strong as I thought. Fast forward to half a year ago. I met someone new. She was 25, vibrant, and full of life. She had just come out of a 7-year relationship, and we connected almost instantly. At first, it was casual. We'd meet up, talk for hours, and enjoy each other's company. But as time went on, something shifted. I started to feel something deeper for her, and I could tell she felt it too. But there was a hesitation in her, a kind of uncertainty that made me cautious. She wasn't ready for something serious, and I didn't want to push her. After about 2 months of casually seeing each other, we decided to go our separate ways. Before we did, I told her something I thought would protect me. Do whatever with whoever, but if you come back, make sure there's no more wishy-washiness or drama. Make sure you know what you want with me, be it friendship or serious exclusive dating. I figured that was the end of it. I tried to move on. I even slept with someone else, thinking it would help me let go. But then a month later, she came back. When she came back, she told me she had been with other people during our time apart but had cut them off to focus on us. I told her I didn't need to know the details. I thought I could leave the past in the past. For a few weeks, things were great. We were falling for each other, and I started to believe this could be something real. Then, one day, she told me she needed to talk. I'll never forget the look on her face. She seemed nervous, almost like she was bracing herself for my reaction. She told me that one of the people she had been with during our time apart was still in her life. She had been spending time with him, calling him a friend. But she hadn't told me he was someone she had been intimate with. Worse, she told me she wanted to keep seeing him to explore a potential friendship. She hadn't even explicitly told him their sexual relationship was over. She said it was implied because she had told him she was dating me. I felt like the air had been knocked out of me. I had been clear from the start. No drama, no wishy-washiness. And yet, here we were. I told her I couldn't be in a relationship with someone who was building a new friendship with a former fling. It wasn't about control, it was about trust and respect. She eventually agreed to cut him off, but the damage was done. I wanted to believe her, but the lies by omission, the secrecy, and the broken promise reopened old wounds. I started to question everything. Was I overreacting? Or were these red flags I couldn't ignore? She made incredible efforts to rebuild trust. She cut him off, apologized, and tried to be transparent. But the doubt lingered. I couldn't shake the feeling that I had been betrayed, even if unintentionally. My insecurities became a point of contention. She tried to reassure me, but I could see the toll it was taking on her. Eventually, the pressure became too much for both of us. 2 weekends ago, everything came to a head. She told me she was burnt out, that she couldn't go on anymore. She had a panic attack, and I realized I had pushed her too far. I should have left earlier, but I stayed, hoping things would get better. In the end, we both agreed to part ways. She needed space to heal, and I needed to let go of the doubts that were consuming me. It was heartbreaking, but it was the right decision. Looking back, I realized that trust is fragile, and once it's broken, it's hard to repair. I also learned that setting boundaries is important, but so is knowing when to walk away. Sometimes, love isn't enough to overcome the pain of the past. This relationship may not have worked out, but it taught me a lot about myself and what I need in a partner. Healing takes time, but I know I'll get there. And so will you. If you've ever been in a similar situation, I'd love to hear your story. How did you handle it? What did you learn? Let's support each other in the comments below. Thank you for listening to my story. If you found this video helpful or relatable, please like, share, and subscribe for more content about relationships, healing, and personal growth. Healing is a journey, not a destination. Take it one step at a time.
Like and subscribe.